Hi guys, it's Limey and today I'm back again with another video. This time it's going to be on my CISA sketchbook. But it's not just one sketchbook, it's two. But a bit of a lie. I didn't really get to finish this entire second sketchbook, so there's still like a bunch of blank pages in here. But I decided, hey, you know, why not do a sketchbook tour about it? I'm still coming out with the CISA vlogs. As of right now, I've only posted 2, and I think I have 2 more in store, along with a recap video on my experience. So I'm not really going to be talking much about my experience in here. There might be a couple times where I'm like, oh, this happened, but yeah, that'll all save for another video. But if you don't know what CISA is a summer program held at CalArts for high schoolers. I went into the animation department, and the animation department requires you to finish a sketchbook. So let's just get started. This was first day. I think it was like a Sunday they gave us this sketchbook. It was like first day or something, and they gave us this sketchbook. And then if you see little sticky notes throughout here, our sketchbooks got checked by our teachers, and they would write down recommendations and they'd mark what they liked in our sketchbooks, which is super helpful to see, you know, where you want to head with your art or whatever in your sketchbook. So first one, there's also a bunch of, I take a lot of notes. I love writing notes. So this was like so if you guys can like go to that film, that's a really good film. But that was the first film we watched, and starting off, drew a lot of people. So like there's a ton of observational sketches in here. And when the thermometer, I'm sorry, it's been only like a couple days and I forgot everything that we learned. And then the zoetrope, of course. Then this is a guy from like the zoetrope we watched. More notes. And then for our zoetrope, I decided I would do a fish. Like a fish turning into a shoe. So I was kind of doing some test sketches, how that would look. And this is something from later. I'll explain that later, but this was for another project. And this is Scrimbo. This is animation kind of inside joke, but we don't talk about that. It's Danica and Jeanette. They're awesome people. I tried to fix this many times. That didn't work. Hands, more people, lots of people. They gave us these Pentel pens, and honestly, I really love the pens, even though they bled through, because this paper is terrible. Like, honestly, CISA, get on your game with better things, but I feel like, in some ways, just having, like, bad paper, like, really allowed me to, like, do more things I wouldn't usually do, because usually with nicer paper, I'd kind of depend on that to, experiment with different mediums and stuff. So I ended up using a lot of colored pencil in the beginning. A little cute bird right there. That dog we don't talk about. And then I decided, I felt like I didn't do enough character designing, so I tried. I'm pretty sure that's Adina. A lot of people sketching. This is computer notes. We used a program called Dragon Frame, which you use to like capture the photos that you were drawing. Or not you were drawing, but like you were animating. So like you'd have your frame that you hand drew or whatever, and then you'd put it in front and you take a picture or whatever with the program. And that's how I went on. That's Josiah, or Cool Guy. It's pretty cool. And more computer tech stuff. This was outside, often like on the first couple of days when we actually had time. We'd like sit outside and just draw like the trees and stuff, which is really fun. More trees. And then I think this was inside the lobby. That's Daniel, although that doesn't look like Daniel. And then Noah. And then that's Niels. So we were in like the lobby and we'd sit and draw each other, which was quite a frequent activity that we did. Here's that. More lobby. More in the dormitory lobby studies. And then during the night, I'd kind of be like, oh, yeah, I should probably practice more like, you know, fluid gestures and stuff like that. So I tried. And then this was the time I actually tried watercolors. It's so weird. This paper, the pigment stays in one spot and it doesn't spread. So I was like, whatever. I'll leave it at that. So I spent the whole night doing little small gesture drawings and just people studies. If you guys want like good like stuff to do gestures from, like I suggest Pinterest. Pinterest is awesome. Or if you're like on Instagram, if you can like make a new collection in your like saved stuff with like photos and things you like, then put that there. Cause don't go to Google Images. That's too many common images. Maybe I'll explain more about that later. But for breakfast, I always had watermelon for breakfast if they ever had it, because it was my favorite thing. And then people, more people. I drew a lot of people. These are okay sketches. Okay. Oh, I think we watched a video called Fruit. And I decided I'd draw the carrot and the banana or something. I'm not sure if that's a carrot. Maybe I drew my own. I drew my own Fruit OC, guys. He's not even a fruit. And then here we're learning about timing, spacing, and then SpongeGar. And then there's something awesome I did with April and I did with my friend Avery. We like. She drew her, I don't know, maybe I'll put a picture in the corner of what it looked like, but also, honestly, it was so awesome. And then Jack, he knows what's up, he knows, Yu-Gi-Oh, he knows what's up. And then, late one night, we decided we'd head into the sub-levels, and, Daniel and Niels just started ripping off the wall, and we just taped pieces of the sub-level into our sketchbook, so, that's fun. And then this is a fancy little pen I have, it like turns gold, kind of. This one doesn't really show that much, but yeah. And then this is inside the Bijou, I think. Yeah, Bijou, guys. So animation Bijou notes. So we always were in the Bijou for like when we watched different films and we take notes on them. And it's Kim. Kim, I thought was like a super cool dude, and like still is a super cool dude. I can't believe I got to meet such a cool dude. Like, Kim is amazing. If you don't know who Kim is, it's at PK Kim on Instagram, and she's awesome. She's just amazing. And then here we also like late night in the Bijous. We like learn about our teachers, and one of them was Rebecca Stolman. She is awesome. Her like MFA film, Ambrosia Salad. That was really good. And then here's more just quick sketches. This is gonna turn into a very long video, so I might as well hurry up. More people. I was trying to experiment with my style more, like trying to get better lines and stuff. I think this was late one night, and I was like, I like this one. This one I really like. Just like simple, fluid lines. And then this was when we started doing our, this thingy, which is, paper cutout animation. It was a pain to cut them all out, but honestly, it was so much fun. And it really taught me how to, like, do stuff more with abstracting shapes. It was just awesome. So that's when I started using these pens more, because I was like, yo, these pens are actually, like, super bomb. I'm like, impressed. So I started using these Pentel pens more, and I loved the color combination with the blue, pink, and yellow. Like, that was just my jam right there. More shapes, just trying to figure out what I wanted. Oh, Jack is so sweet. I love Jack. And then trees. I like doing like kind of like a painter like kind of effect with trees and stuff. But yeah. And then people. With those markers, like I said, I love those markers. Well, they're not markers, they're pens. Still though. More people. And then these are just names during like life drawing, like that would come up, like different artists. And then I didn't realize I did this quite often, like drawing people next to me. Some cute dudes. And then I had these pens, and like I started using the ink more, just trying to see how it'd work out. And then a bear in a suit. I don't know why. And then more of these trees. And then sometimes I'd go outside and do this plein air drawings. Brian, your fave tech dude. And then Karen. This is actually, like, still on, like, the first couple of days. I'm surprised I did that much. And then Isabel. Oh, I forgot Isabel did, like, that Fox Sports thing. Oh, my God. Okay. Brian and Isabel, fave tech people. They're so cute. Oh, my God. I can, like, go on and on. And then Samir, he's really cool. Figure drawing teacher. Fish. People. The Norm. Al Hirschfield. I don't know. I forget what we did with that. Oh. That must be for figure drawing. Then this. Oh, this I think it was like late one night. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna just experiment with shapes and just kind of go crazy and see what I come out with. So I came up with like a bunch of different like environments. And then I kind of realized that I really like doing these environments. But I haven't done any more since. So I'm gonna try some more later. And these were all kind of, like, made by imagination, which I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm just, like, super impressed that I even did these, because environments are, like, my weakness. More people. I kind of realized I look stupid, yeah. I wore a hat every single day. Which, I don't know, that was my signature thing, a hat. Go with the flow. And this was when we started doing our, exquisite corpse, which is where you come up with, like, we had, like, a bunch of words, and we came up with an idea, and, like, ours was Giant Rock Moth. So it's kind of like the telephone art game, if you've almost kind of done that, but not really. So we all had this theme, and we all animated to it. Mine was really dumb. I did, like, the statue of David, and there's a little moth on his shoulder, and he winked at him. So that was me doing my storyboards for it. Although it didn't really come out to this, kinda. More stuff. Oh, and then this, the, Masanobu, Hiraoka. Oh, God, their animations, so, we watched their, I guess, film, like, short film or something, but we went back and, like, researched her, and she worked on Little Witch Academia, and, like, that animation style, so good. So if you see that, go search that up right now, and just go into her, Vimeo page. That's awesome. Sorry, the animation was so good. Oh my God. And then Mushroom Boy, I don't know why Jack liked this. I was attempting gouache, and, like, there's no, we're just not gonna talk about that. Javier, awesome dude. Another life drawing dude. Life drawing teacher. I say life drawing, but I think it's just figure drawing. He's figure drawing teacher. I don't know why I say life drawing. And I also kind of realized that I really like microns also. Like, I didn't realize I kind of like that super dry texture. And then here I taped in one of my schedules. This is kind of what the schedules look like. Yeah, I taped mine in. And then Avery brought the bee costume. It's a wild story. I kind of went wild in that bee costume. Thank you for bringing that bee costume, Avery. And then we went out and we got sushi. So I taped my stuff on there. Here we're learning about walk cycles. And then I kind of drew people. So I was experimenting with different people to draw. More people. I love these pens. T-shirt design workshop I went to, but I didn't end up applying for it. But my friend Kohan, here, I'll show you the t-shirt. I can reach it. Wait. He made the t-shirt design this year. And honestly, it's awesome. Look at this. Yeah. Look at this. Awesome t-shirt. I'm gonna wear it all the time. So yeah. And I think there's like a dude from Cartoon Network that was there that was like, I guess he went to CISA before and was like, oh, we're gonna tell you about good t-shirts and bad t-shirts that they started roasting previous years. Anyways, and then my figure drawing teacher Samir was like, draw 20 hands. So I was like, okay, I'll draw hands. Hands are like my favorite thing to draw. And then one night it was like super late. We're like, okay, we're gonna do like studies. So this is a study in gouache. And then the other one's a study in watercolors. This is done with Crayola watercolors, and they're so good. Oh my God, it's awesome. And then they had Prismacolors in the back. which was like also super cool. Like they had like all these like super cool art supplies. I didn't realize until like the second week that you could go back there and use. So we just like would spend days and just like work with all these different things. And then this was when we were making our stop motion puppet. I ended up making this little girl. But I wanted to make this guy initially, but ended up with her. And then Daniel's t-shirt. Had a cute character on it. I think it was like Hannah Cosselman that did this t-shirt or something. More stop motion. I wish I was better at stop motion. Like, stop motion is really hard for me, but it was honestly a good time. And a little character. I really like this character. She's so weird. I like it. And then I was trying to, like, experiment some more. And then I was like, I'm gonna finish this sketchbook. So I just went through and, like, did a whole bunch of gestures. More colors. Hands. I messed up on perspective there, but this is outside Tatum. Kim, I believe. And this is, I think we also started brainstorming for our final film, so yeah. And then my friends drew all over my sketchbook. I love them so much. Look at how awesome they are. And then look at how sweet Jack is. So that's that. Second sketchbook. I gotta hurry. This is almost gonna be turning into like a 20-minute video. Alright. We went to the Arbitorium. And it was awesome. There's like a bunch of peacocks over there. Like, oh. I think if you watch my vlogs, I'll show like all the peacocks there. It was like so pretty. So I did like a bunch of gestures with the peacocks. Steps, rocks. There's lizards. There's a couple lizards having sex. That was, eventful. And then, there's a bunch of like old houses around there, and they were really fun to draw, so I drew that. This, and then Samir checked my sketchbook this time. So there's a bunch of little turtles, and it was awesome. And then final film ideas. I don't really like my final film. I kind of wish I spent more time conceptualizing it, and I wish I would, like, I have a hard time coming up with ideas. So, I might post my final film, but I'm not sure at the same time. But I'm thinking I might continue with this idea of, like, this final film. Well, not this final film, but, like, this film. This film was a little too simple, but, I think the style is really cute. Well, not the style, but, like, the idea for this one. It's about, like, siblings. So I might do a film on this. And then here we're learning about character design. And then Superman. And I think we watched Mulan around this time, too. And you guys should watch Komo Neko. That was so cute. That was awesome. And then more stuff. And, ooh. Oh, I just put my ticket in here from last day. Did a raffle on the last day for free stuff. More dudes. I think this was, I'm not sure when this was before. I feel like this was before something. This might have been before Disneyland. Disneyland was such a good time. Oh my goodness. Like, oh, it was the best. Everything was so much fun. And then our teacher showed us this one Disney film that, like, never really, like, went through. Like, Disney canceled it, like, because they had to get money for Star Wars. But it was awesome. We got to watch, like, different clips from it, and it was so good. Like, it was, like, I don't know if I'm able to describe it or not, but it was so good. Disney, why? It makes me mad. Remember when Sean Buckaloo came? Honestly, his stuff on anime was great. It was so good. More people. And then, like, throughout this time, we also had, like, guest artists and things. So this was during another guest artist. More people. Miwa, I forgot her last name. Premiere demo. Getting ready for her final films. More people. Feed. And around this time, I kind of, like, oh, and then Phil Lord came, if you don't know. He, like, co-directed the Lego movie, 21 Jump Street, etc. And he like did a Skype call with us and talked. And it was so good. He like talked all about like emotional storytelling and all that, and it was so good. That was awesome. And his mom came onto the Skype call too, and he was like, just like, oh, it was a good time. That was a good time. And then around here is when I went to the Getty. That was fun, actually. Samir, he doesn't really say much, but Samir's cool. And then here's buildings. And then I literally went onto Pinterest and I looked up cute dogs and I drew them and I made them fat and chubby. I love dogs. Oh, I wish I had a dog. More people. More people. I kind of like messed up on this page. Ooh, charcoal. I forgot about that. But like there's the pose and I was like, okay, I'm gonna draw in this sketchbook and I did some, yeah. And then like my friend, teacher Javier was like, oh, okay, you can draw anime, but it has to be specifically 1997 or 8 anime style. And I was like, I think it was like Sailor Moon or something. I was like, yes, alright. And then Simon Wells came and visited us. He's actually the great grandson of H.G. Wells, and his daughter was in the animation program too. We had no idea he was like that big, but he co-directed Prince of Egypt. He showed us like a bunch of storyboarding things and like storyboards he did for like How to Train Your Dragon 3 and stuff like that. And he told us about like new movies and stuff coming out, how to do storyboarding. It was so awesome. And then my friends, we all like, I think towards the ends of our final films, or maybe the end of our final films, we did figure drawings, or like people would pose. So this is Jonathan posing for us. Jonathan was awesome. If you guys don't know Jonathan, he's Wonton Child on Instagram. Great dude. He's so sweet. He's so sweet and so genuine. Like everyone loves Jonathan. Jonathan's so amazing. More people. That's Anya. I'm pretty sure. Anya was also super sweet too. This was outside Tatum's. I think one night April's my good friend. April's so sweet too. All my friends are so sweet. If you just like go through the people I follow on Instagram, you'll just find who they all are. They're so cool. More people, stretches. I think that was Daisy. Daisy and I were like drawing together or something. And then I was trying to be more loose with pen and stuff, so I hope I kind of got that down. And then I went back to my pens. And then Disneyland stuff I taped later. And then this was when I turned in my sketchbook and I was like, sorry I couldn't finish this one. And then Samir, he wrote stuff for me. And then this was like towards the end. Colin Howard and Tom Law came and visited. They're like, they were storyboard art. Well, Colin Howard was a storyboard artist and character designer on Steven Universe, and Tom Law storyboarded on We Bare Bears. But they left, and now they're doing Costume Quest on Frederator, which was like this. That was super cool. And they talked to us all about TV animation and how to do that. Then they got like some of their information, and then they did cute doodles for me. It was like, it was so cute, and they're so sweet. And we also got a big group photo with them, and then we redid some like CISA 2000. Like they went to CISA in like 2009 or something. Or like they're 2 different years for them, but we like redid something then with the photo. And then this is like kind of like a discussion we had about like getting scholarships and things for art school, getting inspiration everywhere. And this is me kind of brainstorming what to do in my future. And then I think we went to Michael's. I forget one day. We went to Michael's. I kind of like indulged and stuff. But like Jonathan, he like bought a 40 set of markers. He all his stuff he does in Crayola markers. It's awesome. Like I've never seen anyone do that before. So he bought like a new set of 40 and I like tried them out and they're so nice. See guys, you don't have to have like Copic markers. It can just be shitty sketchbook paper and Crayola markers and you can make good stuff. Good stuff. This stuff, I kind of like this small doodle right here. So small. And then this was the end, and there was so much crying. I'm not gonna show this, but I wish I got more like signatures and stuff from my teachers, but and my friends, but they're we had a good that last day was fulfilling. Even though we all cried maybe like 1,000 times. It was a fulfilling day. It was good. And then afterwards, I think I went out and like sketched and stuff. And then my teacher Samir had a what's it called? gallery opening. Like, it was he had like a gallery with a bunch of like his old classmates and bunch of the CISA kids, animation kids went, and it was a good time. So I sat down for a little bit, sketched some people, got to meet like people from like Disney and like Pixar and a bunch of like other places. So that was like really cool. But it's so cool because all these people know each other, and I'm just here like, hey, will you add me into your conversation? And that's the end. So I have another sketchbook I was working on before CISA that I wasn't able to finish. So I'm going to finish that sketchbook, and it's kind of, and I'll show you how like much I improved. Because honestly, from like the beginning, like of my style to like the end, I'm not sure if you can see it, but honestly, to me, I feel like I improved a lot. Like, I don't know, CISA was such a good experience. It was awesome. But yeah, this is my sketchbook, and hold on one sec. And then this is a new sketchbook I bought. So sneak peek with this. So yeah, I'm trying to like get better with my lines and stuff, and more pencil. So this sketchbook, it has better paper. Well, not really actually. It's decent paper. So I'm gonna try doing pencils in here, and yeah, all these sketchbooks. So I'm not gonna talk about CISA here, but awesome experience. I'm gonna talk about it in another video, but school starts soon. Not ready for that, but it was amazing. Thank you to all my friends who made CISA such a great experience. Like, oh my god, I can't thank you all enough. So yeah, that's it. And yeah, so catch you guys in another video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for all who subscribe. And if you aren't subscribed yet, go do that. Alright, thank you guys. Bye-bye.